Hey, welcome. Sometimes a single lyric can hold an entire world within it, a whole story of transformation. Today, we're diving deep into one of those. It's a story about the huge difference between finding a little bit of peace and discovering true, absolute fullness. Let's get into it.
So, to kick things off, I want you to just pause and think about this for a second. What does it really mean to be at peace? Is it just, when things are quiet and there's no drama? Or is it something much, much deeper than that? This very question, it's the heart of the entire journey we're about to unpack.
Okay, so part one of our story is a search for stillness. This is the starting line, the foundation where everything else begins. Now, this is so important to get right from the start. The woman in our story, she isn't lost. She's not in some big crisis. Actually, it's the opposite. She has already built a really solid foundation of peace in her life. She has a real connection, a deep faith, and she knows how to find that quiet strength inside.
And this quote, it just perfectly captures where she's at. She's trusting in the great I am, that name for God from the book of Exodus that speaks to this eternal, all-powerful presence. She gets both the big, awesome power and the fire, but also the incredibly personal truth that he is within her. Her desire is clear, it's focused, but as we're about to see, this is just the beginning.
So, she's got this peace, right? But it's about to be lovingly interrupted. And that brings us to the real turning point of this whole story, the whisper of more.
And there it is. It's not a booming voice, not a demand, it's a soft whisper. But wow, it changes everything. The message is so clear that peace she's found, it's wonderful, but it's only a tiny piece of what's available. It's kind of like she's been living comfortably in just one room of a massive mansion that was built just for her.
This really breaks down the choice she's facing. On one side, you have settling for less. It's a peace that's comfortable, sure, but it's limited. It's based only on what she already knows and has experienced. But on the other side, the promise is everything is yours. That's an invitation to a grace that has no limits based on everything that is possible. It's a huge shift from a peace she has to work to maintain to a grace that's just a gift. So what happens when she says yes to that whisper? Well, the whole story shifts from her trying to find peace to her simply receiving the fullness she was just offered.
This idea of fullness is just incredible. It's described as something active, something alive, literally flowing through her veins. It completely reframes her world. She no longer has to worry about what she might need tomorrow or next year because she realizes that every single one of those needs has already been taken care of. It's a total shift from a mindset of lack to one of absolute abundance.
So what does this fullness actually look like in real life? The results are totally life-changing. First, no more fear. Just imagine that. Second, no more striving. That constant grind of trying to be good enough, trying to earn what's already been freely given. It means she is finally, truly free. And at the end of the day, it's about finding that feeling of being home eternally, a sense of belonging so deep that nothing can ever shake. This journey of receiving leads to something even more beautiful, a reality of a mutual, two-way relationship. It's about finding a home within a heart.
I love this part. The lyric calls this the great exchange, and it's just so beautiful. First, she chooses to make her home inside his heart, and then, in return, he makes his home in her soul. You see, it's not a one-way street. It is the ultimate picture of intimacy and divine connection.
So you take the whisper, the acceptance, the fullness, this great exchange, and it all brings us to the final destination. It brings us to what it means to truly be resting in his peace. And this is the culmination of it all. This is that ultimate peace we were talking about at the very beginning. It's so much more than just quiet or stillness now. It's a place of perfect union, where the divine and the personal are no longer separate things. It's the moment where heaven and her heart finally meet. So as we wrap up, I'll just leave you with this to think about. We've seen her incredible journey from a peace she had to work for to a fullness she just had to receive. So what about you? If all the fear and all the striving were just gone from your life, what would your rest truly look like? Something to consider. Thanks for joining me on this exploration.